It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for minor league doubles. And we are here for a Saturday night primetime matchup. We have the Hawks. We have the Sharks. We have Kendo Slice with Inanimate J. And Jay, how are you doing tonight?
A little bit rushed. Had to go take an immediate washroom break in between there. Came back to find out the lobby had to be remade. Did so quickly and then realized I had 10 seconds left on the music track. So it was a perfect time to go ahead and get us pulled in to the cast here. But I'm okay, Kendo. A little bit hyped from the last series. It was a 5-0 from the Puffins, but really close to the first three games. A lot of storyline coming into that one. A lot of work now in that wildcard fight, as it really has been turned into a dogfight between a lot of teams, climbing over one another for that last wildcard spot.
Yeah, that actually, really, it brought the Puffins back into the race, and it brought the Jets back down into the race, because the Jets had a decent lead over a few extra teams. Now, really, that wildcard bar has been dropped, I'd say, probably a couple games, whereas before you were looking at it being about 2 games higher with the way that the Jets were performing. And, of course, once again, we have another Sky Division player in this matchup with the Hawks, and they're going up against the Sharks. Hawks 26-24, 4th in the Sky Division, and it's a good division when you can be 4th in your division, but still be over 500.
Yeah, and talked about it in the last series, all 4 teams in that division over 500, but now with the huge amount of losses the Jets took in that last series, losing everyone, they'll be the first team to fall below 500 in that division for what seems like forever right now. The Hawks, big chance to leapfrog, win 4 or 5 games here. They're in full control of that second wildcard spot, and they hold their fate in their hands coming back into divisional play with their rivals who are all seemingly fighting over that wildcard spot.
Yeah. On the other side, of course, the Sharks 20-30, and they're in a very similar position as the Puffins were, where they need a 4-1 or better going into the divisional play to really put themselves back into contention, both in the division and in the wild card race.
Yeah, they're at 20-30 right now, 10 games below 500. They really need to get themselves a good set of momentum coming in. 5 wins here puts them just a couple of wins back from that big fight over the wildcard spots, and that Storm Division razor close. It'll go a long way for them coming back in for divisional play too, because that would put them only 3 games back of the division lead as well.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's about time to get these 2 teams in. The Sharks and the Hawks. We have Ellendale and my personal favorite, Heck, versus the PS4 combo. Great God Zeus returning to PS4 to play with Caps fan tonight.
I like the rosters for both teams. I feel like the Hawks, just on paper, have a bit of an edge. Caps fan haven't seen the most consistent and cohesive play out of him. So it's going to be on Zeus, I think, to do what he did in the playoffs last season for the Sharks and really take a dictating role in the pace of play.
Absolutely. Zeus is definitely a solid player in the league. Both Sharks league veterans here, as Caps fan LK Sodi has been in the league for 2 full seasons as well. Nice play by Great God Zeus. He's going to get demoed out of the corner. Ellendale will try to pick this up. Caps fan quick to interfere. Heck will try to clear it away quickly. Drop back in by Zeus, and this will be cleared away by Ellendale. A nice defensive stand by the Hawks as the first offensive charge by the Sharks. Not too much going on it.
Yeah, not a lot going on it there, but Hawks with their first crack at the can. Ellendale off a bit of a 50-50 shot, just puts that one onto the bar. I think the game really breaks down in transition for both teams. You get the sense that on offense, they're really solid getting chances there, and there's that one that I'm talking about. Zeus back towards his own net with a play by Ellendale, not going to come back on net. They just need to get that midfield play, both teams sorted out, and I think this one will turn into a really good series.
Absolutely. The defensive rotation is where I'm going to be looking mainly for the Sharks, because I don't know how much Caps fan plays anymore. I don't see too much out of him in the as far as Discord activity goes, and he's around my level whenever I'm in casuals or in ranked, so I rarely ever get to see him in random queues. So it'll be interesting to see how the rotation works for the Sharks team just coming out of the gate. It's looked a little rough, but again, first game jitters is this is going to be great defense by Caps fan. He's able to get into the corner, playing backwards. And it's the little things like that I'm going to be looking for, Jake.
Yeah, he was just caught a little bit upfield, a little too early on that play. Long ball from the Hawks, challenging that net a bit. Did really well to keep his head, to pull that one into the corner and let Zeus get back and finish the rotation off. But again, these midfield plays right now for both teams, leaving a lot to be desired. The Hawks getting the better of it at the moment.
So here's Ellendale. He's able to get a nice center for Heck. Great God Zeus breaking that up extremely quickly. Very smart play, though this is now centered for Heck off of a missed touch by Caps fan in the corner, and he will score.
Yeah, Caps fan doesn't get the greatest clear here, and that's the midfield presence I was trying to tell you about. If you don't get that ball under control at midfield, if you don't have a challenge on it up at the center line, it's really easy for a team to bring it back in, and the Hawks do really well to score that opening goal.
Nice play off the face-off. Caps fan's going to center this. He might get an extra touch on it, but Heck is there to get in the way. Great God Zeus going to drop one down on Ellendale, who is able to make the save and retain possession out of the corner. They're going to get a solid clear here. This will go all the way to the Sharks zone. Flipping at the ball is Zeus. He's going to try to take possession and bring it to the mid. Does so and gets contested very well by the Hawks. The midfield presence for the Hawks looking pretty good right now, though the miss might lead to a big transition chance for the Sharks.
It should have, but Zeus didn't have enough boost or enough jump to be able to get on that one, but a great little shot finds the angle off the post, and Zeus with the persistence ties the game up at 1.
This is a very tough ankle as he's able to recover just in time, just to get that little bit of angle, and it looks like XL crossbar playing for the Sharks today.
That was the post.
Yes, that was the post on Twitter. Never mind. Great God Zeus going to interrupt us here. Is a great play off the kickoff.
Yeah, Hell looking for that double touch, but he goes up for it really late. Zeus has all the time in the world to beat him up to that ball. Ellendale trying to rotate back, had nothing to do with that one. That one is absolutely on Hell to keep control of that ball.
Caps fan going to win the kickoff here. The Sharks up 2-1 with 1:40 left to go. Zeus is going to put this one on net. Nice stop by Ellendale, but both Hawks are out of position here. Recentered, it's still high in the box. Caps fan going to put it in here, and that was a very good shot, timely as well.
Yeah, Caps fan put that one into Hell's nose, forcing Ellendale into a really awkward clear. Finds that seam as it falls right to Caps fan, who drills that one down with the dominance. Good placement, 3-1 lead as the Hawks. All that midfield dominance means nothing when they can't keep the ball out of their end.
All that midfield dominance.
Right?
Gotta love all that midfield dominance has...
Ooh, speaking of...
Wasn't too much dominance in that dominance right there, as the challenge coming out from Heck. He's able to get it right over Caps fan, who is just waiting there to try, I think, maybe to doink that pass up into the zone. Not reacting in time, and the Hawks are going to cut into this lead here. It's now 3-2 with 1:15 left. Heck is going to put one on goal here. Doesn't quite get it. He's just off to the side. Barely had the double check set up perfectly. Hawks will calm the ball down, but they give it up to Zeus. He's going to push it wide here in the corner. Ball a little bit overrun. This is going to be centered for Caps fan. Has a chance to get around it. Ellendale able to make the big save there on his own line. 2v1 coming back in the Hawks zone, and Heck will make a great save. Transition back into the Shark zone. A back pass to Heck, and that was a thing of beauty. You better clip that one, boys and girls.
Ellendale with the control in the offensive end. One little touch, grabs a boost, then a bit of a back flick. Looked awkward, but it worked. Held right behind him in line. Finds the angle there as the Sharks can't bring themselves across in time. 3-3 as a couple of big opportunities swing back in the Hawks' favor.
Hashtag that pass, though. Ellendale gonna push this up off the backboard. He's gonna get a good line on a shot, but Zeus is there in net. Nice center once again. Caps fan able to keep that one out as well. The Hawks turning up the pressure and the pace here late in game number 1. And it's very interesting to see the difference in this team from the start of the game. It really seems like they've taken charge in the last 2 minutes.
And the Hawks had to come back into it as the Sharks kind of grew into it after giving up the opening goal. Kind of back and forth for both teams. Really get the sense that both of them had about the equal number of opportunities, but Hell, off the bar, really should have finished that one off, puts it wide.
Yeah, that was definitely the time to finish that off. Great God Zeus, that's about the 3rd time I've seen him overcommit on a ball like that, trying to pre-jump the save, and that hasn't been helping him right now, as it seems to be taking the Sharks out of very good positioning. Ball in the Sharks' corner here. They'll miss out on the play here. Here's a rush opportunity, but it gets stopped by both Hawks interfering, bodying Caps fan to keep that away.
The Sharks right now, they're getting opportunities, but they're not quite getting enough out of the opportunities at the moment. Get that ball into the offensive corner, look for the pass out front, but they're just not making it work.
Here's Zeus. He has a chance at a 1v1. Heck is going to drop this for Caps fan. This is going to be in a nice spot for Zeus to recenter the ball, but Caps fan a little too far forward on that offensive opportunity. Pressure still on, though. Caps fan, this is centered off the post. Zeus just barely missing the opportunity there. Pressure still on, still in the box. Zeus trying to get around the ball. He'll leave it in the corner there for the Hawks' possession.
Not for long, though, as Hell trying to get out, not enough behind that ball. Capstan keeps it in briefly as Ellendale will get it to midfield there. Again, the Hawks right now not clearing the ball, and here's the chance that the Sharks are looking for, just played away by Ellendale.
Nice shot out of his own zone. This will be up off the backboard. Great play by Zeus. Quick transition back the other way. Heck is first one to get there. Drops it down. Can misplay by Caps fan. Zeus able to come across. Big save on his own line.
Needed that save. Caps fan kind of left him out to dry there. Looked like he wanted to go for boost. Recognized, though, really well that the play was on. Came back around and made the save.
Ball in the box for Caps fan. This is going to be dropped down. Oh my hell. Almost able to put this on. Gets a second try, and he's over the head of Great God Zeus. He will score. Overtime winner for the Hawks.
Zeus, I don't think he should have jumped at this one there. Wasn't the most pressure out of Ellendale, but that flip kind of committed him to losing control of the ball at midfield. Had a chance to bring it down, keep it control of it, and try to win a 50 there with no boost, but that flip gave him no options left but to pass it to the other team.
Yeah, so game number 1 to the Hawks, and really the battle that I've noticed between these two teams, and one of the things I admire about the Hawks, they're a team that's gone through a lot of renovation throughout the season between people ranking up or stepping down, etc. I believe they lost their captain at one point. Am I...
Nope, Ninja's been their captain all season. They're good.
Never mind. That's right, Ninja's been the captain. I'm thinking of the wrong team. Sorry, Jay. Every now and then I mess up. But you can't really say that they have a name brand star player on the team. It's a lot of what they have done is really been based upon teamwork. I mean, Hell is literally one of the top 20 in assists per game. That's really their biggest outstanding stat, I think, on the entire team. But you look at the stats. Ellendale and Hell both have a goal 1.3 goals a game. They're both under a assist per game. They're both a little over a save per game. And they're both putting on about the same amount of shots. And this is somewhat the same throughout the team. Marvelous to know that a team that's gone through such adversity, though, has been able to keep it above 500 and is really competing hard.
Well, you say that the team doesn't really have a star player, but how about Ninja, who was a finalist last season with the Flames and really was the standout player on that Flames roster coming out of last season? Hasn't really translated as much to the Champion League as I think he would have liked, but is still very much so somebody well known in the MLD community for having the ability to turn games on their head.
Now, this ninja person that you mentioned may or may not be completely teasing Ninja here as Caps fan. Nice job getting around that man.
Great dribble, too. Turned Ellendale inside out. Thought he lost the handle here, but he recognized that, got that pinch, and puts that in low. Really good zero boost play out of Caps fan to take the lead for the Sharks.
First goal in just over 40 seconds as the Sharks will put an answer on, telling the Hawks they are not ready to go away. This is a nice center. No, just a little bit high from Caps fan. Zeus is going to try to recenter it. Hell is there to put a nice ball away. Great God, Zeus, though, out of the corner. Great pass.
Yeah, Hell, awkward clear, not any pressure on that one as it goes into the corner. Caps fan, not the greatest bounce pass, does enough to get it to Zeus, who finds the angle with the Hawks, trying to figure out which way they need to go after that clear. Never figure it out, and it's a 2-goal lead now.
Off the face-off, ball will go to the Sharks zone. Hell almost getting up and putting that ball towards the net. Zeus up in on the wall. He can be extremely dangerous from there. He's shown signs of being able to do nutty things in that position. Ball drops down. Ellendale is going to put it across. Zeus is there to see it safely to the corner. Ball now. Ellendale will touch it out as it goes towards the net. This will drop for Hell, who's going to clear it all the way back into the Shark zone. This is going to be centered. Ellendale is up. This is a shot towards net. Caps fan unable to get there. Ellendale will score, cut the lead in half.
This one breaks down. Zeus in the corner loses that ball. Hell able to get that one high up for Ellendale on the angle. Caps fan really static in net. Never gets the line right. Goes bar south and in. Lead cut down to a single goal.
Here we are now, 1-goal lead with 3:05 left on the clock. Ball be cleared. Great God, Zeus is up early for that ball. It might not have been a very good touch because Hell is going to come and get a nice shot that's going to go bar and out. Ball still in the Shark zone in a dangerous spot. Hell contesting with Caps fan in the corner. Caps fan will win possession here, but he has constant interference by the Hawk. Here's Great God, Zeus, a nice shot towards net. Ellendale, though, able to easily clear to the side. Second touch by Caps fan. This is up for Zeus! What a play by Hell to stay in between the ball and the goal as Zeus was coming in fast.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of velocity, though. It was really easy play to read. Did well enough to execute on that one, but really just not a ton in that pass by Caps fan.
Nice save by Zeus. He came across to save a nice center by Ellendale. Place it across again. Caps fan will play this ball. Gets dunked on by Ellendale, who's able to interfere with Zeus's play on the ball as well. Here's a big chance for the Hawks. It gets cleared away by Zeus on a huge 50-50 pinch.
Yeah, monster clear. But Zeus doing well, realizing the danger in that play as it developed, got himself in a great position, and won that 50-50 really strongly.
Nice touch away here. Caps fan in the corner. He's going to try to take possession. Misses out. This is Hell. He's going to center this ball. Not able to get a touch towards the net. Ellendale deciding to play it safe back at midfield. But really a lot of pressure here as the Hawks. That ball off the roof. Wow.
Yeah, Caps fan has to do better with that. Midfield possession conceded. Ellendale in a tough spot off the intersection right above Zeus. Just watching that one go into the lights. There's no time for him to react because his teammate put him in such an awkward spot on defense.
And I was about to say a lot of that is having to do with the amount of pressure that the Hawks have been able to put on. Like, really, that entire last minute and a half had been mainly in the Sharks zone as far as total possession time.
Right, but think about how easy that clear should have been for Caps fan. He was uncontested along that wall and hit it straight into a Hawks player.
Exactly. Those weak touches, it's so easy to prey on those. In the middle, here's a pass for Ellendale. About to show off that top 20 average. Here's Zeus. He's going to bring it out of the corner. The Sharks really looking to try to get something going here as these weak clears have not led to anything but Hawks pressure in their zone.
The Sharks just not doing enough to get this ball away from their net. It's kind of one touch into a bad spot, but there it is. Zeus on that counter play. He'll find it. The Sharks lead late here in game 2.
Amazing touchdown. You see, if you're going to have a weak touch, you need to do what Caps fan did right there. The touchdown for Zeus, who is there and ready to get a great clear or to control the ball. In this case, he does both. Clears it high, he chases the ball down, and he didn't even need that extra touch, but he finishes it with style anyway. Now with 10 seconds to go, the Hawks will struggle to try to score the equalizer. Ball is up, though. This will be in the zone for Ellendale. Still up. Still in the box. Great clear by Great God Zeus. There in the box. We'll see the ball fall. Game number 2 to the Sharks. Both these games extremely close, Jay.
First one going to overtime. The second one, a 3-2 decision with the goal coming late. But again, the Sharks inviting so much pressure onto them. Just not really translating for the Hawks on offense there. 8 shots on goal, 3 saves, 2 goals. A lot of balls put off the woodwork, out of danger for that Sharks net, and that's something the Hawks are going to need to reel in, get a little bit closer down, buckle it down to make those chances count.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really going to be looking into these next few matches to see if they transition, if they noticed, hey, we just dropped that ball down really close and passed each other for a clear, and that worked extremely well because the Hawks weren't ready. They were just a little bit too far forward there in the mid, looking for that weak touch, and the counterattack opportunity was real for the Sharks. If they can do that again consistently, consistently, one, they're going to depressurize the system that the Hawks have been running on them, and 2, they are actually going to see a lot of counter goals. That's off the kickoff. Caps fan, wow.
And let's see what happens here. Ellendale going for a really awkward touch. Caps fan's actually late, but that works out for him perfectly as it gets put right into the front bumper of that Dominus, straight upfield, right into the net. 2 seconds gone, Sharks lead.
Off for Ellendale. He's going to get it over Caps fan. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah! I don't know what you're really going about.
Well played, Jay. The Hawks red does look a lot like Kool-Aid red. Is Great God Zeus gonna end this train of thought?
Yeah, good ball upfield by Zeus. Ellendale caught, chasing that ball back into the corner. Never gives himself an option to play that one, and Zeus picks the angle off. Really strong start from the Sharks here in Game 2.
So here we are, 4:37 on the clock. The first 2 goals really fast here from the Sharks, though they are pinned back in their end once again. Here's a clear by Caps fan. He's going to retain control. Goes up. This will be nice and center, but Hell is able to clear it away, and now it's an overcommit. Ellendale able to get the touchdown, and very interesting.
Just a heavy commit on a first-time ball. I talk about it up and down, left and right throughout the course of the broadcast. If that play is on, you have to make sure that you're there to commit to it. And Zeus just a little bit behind the play, commits too hard on that one, and the Hawks have an open run.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very interesting to note that was really the first clear that Caps fan was able to keep control on. And they either got extremely excited about that as a missed clear, going to see Ellendale score. Wow.
One missed clear on the sideboards as Caps fan went by it, and then Zeus missed up the backboard, and that's really tough when both your players miss a ball in their side of the field.
So, I'm not going to say it, Curtis. 4 minutes left on the clock. We have a score of 2-2 on the board. Caps fan will clear it across. Hell is there. Gonna take control of the ball. This is a nice pass for Ellendale, who's able to get there just in time to keep Zeus from clearing it away into oblivion. This is centered. Zeus is going to pick this ball up. Has a chance to control it. Decides to take it sky high. Nice little air dribble there as he gets bumped away and off the ball.
Can you really call it sky-high dribbling if he's only about a car length off the ground? Thinking.
You know, I have lower standards. Anyway, Zach is going to drop this ball in. The clear here. Seen from Caps fan as he destroys Great God Zeus in that. That one hurt.
Yeah, but Zeus should have done better with that. He kind of rushed it as the ball came in front of his net. Probably had time to really kind of power that one into the far corner. Doesn't excuse the commit from Caps fan blowing his teammate out of the water on that one. Pardon the pun, they are Sharks after all. But just, I don't know. They just kind of invited that pressure on again and then didn't execute it well.
Here's a drop down by Caps fan. He's going to put this into the corner. Ellendale is able to play it to the side for now. 2:55 left on the clock. Here's Zeus. He's going to be winning the race to a ball in the corner. Doesn't get very much continuation, and I've noticed a lot of hesitation out of Zeus here in the last game and a half. And it really seems to be slowing down the rotation for the Sharks.
Well, the first problem was he missed the ball. The second problem was he missed the boost in the process of getting the ball. So, really, it's not hesitation, it's I screwed up, and now I need to correct it.
He beamed it. Anyway, Hill is going to drop this ball down. Zeus is there in the side. It's going to be pushed out. Nice dunk by Ellendale. It's going to be just a little bit wide. Now with 2 minutes left on the clock, the 1-goal lead for the Hawks. What do you think the Sharks are going to have to do here with the last 2 minutes of this game to really push the lead?
The Sharks need to get control of the ball. The Hawks just need to continue waiting for the Sharks to give them the ball right now. I'm sorry to boil it down so simply, but the Sharks have been really poor this game in giving the ball away, and they're flying all over the field trying to recover for the fact that they're giving away possession to the Hawks really, really cheaply right now.
As long as there isn't a shark in the pot that you're boiling down, I'm sure we'll be fine. This ball is up. Hell is up. Great God Zeus also up. This is going to drop down in the box, and Caps fan's going to be able to play this away. Zeus now, this is a 2v1 back the other way. A nice touch to the side. It's going to have a nice opportunity. Caps fan centers. Another center off the backboard. Now it's a race as Hell is able to push this ball in, and he will score.
Near side post, Ellendale actually getting enough of that ball to push that off the goalpost. Don't know if he got credited with a save because it looked like the shot from Zeus was already going wide, but it bounces hard off the pinch upfield, and Hell pointed straight down, able to put that in for the 2-goal lead.
Sharks needing to act now if they are going to equalize in game number 3 here. The 2-goal deficit not out of reach just yet, as Caps fan going to miss this ball in the front. Hell's going to put a shot on net. Great God Zeus, though, is able to bail out his teammate. Zeus going to come across. He's going to try to take possession. Hell just puts it near post. Nice center. The Hawks keeping all the pressure in the Sharks zone right now, and that's exactly what they need to do to stall out this clock. This is centered for Hell. This is going to be dropped down up off the bar. Ellendale unable to compete. This Great God Zeus can get it out. Here's Caps fan. Can he come along? He does. 5 seconds left on the clock and a 1-goal lead for the Hawks. Can they do it?
Should have been 5-2 for the Hawks. Hell, though, going for this simple aerial, getting the wheels on that ball. If he inverts, tries to roll himself around with how much time and space he had to make that aerial, would have put it straight down, probably on target. Instead, they have a run back and a chance at the Sharks to tie the game up late.
Kickoff will go to the Shark zone, and this is going to just simply drop there in the corner. Hawks will win in another 1-goal game fashion. 4-3 in game number 3. And wow, really, the teamwork for the Hawks has really seemed to be the key against the Sharks, with the exception, of course, of the Sharks really have just let the Hawks have the ball and have their way with it.
Yeah, but again, the shooting percentages out of the Hawks leaving a lot to be desired. 4 goals on 9 shots with only 2 saves from the other team. So that really tells you a lot about them right now. They're getting a lot of quantity, but a lot of that comes down to the Sharks simply not clearing the ball effectively. That game, very, very scrambly on their side, and that's something that they really need to buckle down, especially in these last 2 games, as they need wins, Kendo. 3 wins is almost not enough to do it in this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Every win is going to count for both of these teams. The Hawks, an opportunity to take a firm lead in the wild card race. The Sharks, desperately clinging to what hope is left as they get ready for division play in the Storm Division. As always, extremely tough sailing. Off the kickoff, a nice play by Ellendale to push this into the Sharks zone. He back passes. Hell is not there, but he's able to get the touch anyway, rushing in. Nice play by Caps fan. He gets the initial touch, although this will be cleared by Hell over to Ellendale. Ball is up. This will be up off the backboard. Hell's going to push it towards the net. Zeus has a handle on it, and that was a very clutch save. Good patience.
Yeah, slow ball, just needed to keep his head, not panic when the first touch drifts towards his goal line. That little flash of black on the ball might be enough to really make people start to panic. Not Zeus, though. Kept his head, though. Dove in really heavy on that attack.
Thankfully, they're going to get the opportunity to get back in time. Caps fan misses the initial clear, although he is able to come back, and that one will beat Hell. This is going to be potentially centered. Ellendale, though, able to break this up there out of the corner. And really, the offensive chances, as Great God Zeus is going to score here, it's been a lot of counterattack for the Sharks and a lot of team play for the Hawks. And if the Hawks can shore up that defensive rotation and make sure that they don't allow for mistakes or very terrible 50-50s like that one, I really think it's advantage Hawks the rest of the way.
Yeah, Ellendale just let that ball drift a little bit too far in front of him, gave up that space for Zeus to come in and get the angle on that challenge, went straight upfield with it. Really good awareness and pressure from Zeus to get that ball up.
So here's the 1-goal lead for the Sharks off of that 50-50. Caps fan, he's going to be up on the wall, deciding to go down. And that right there, that's something you see a lot more as you get into diamond play. People realize, okay, there are those who are going to play this ball off the wall. Then there are those who realize, okay, I touched this ball out just a little. I need to get back down on the ground to try to play this ball in a much more consistent manner, as Hell is going to get a pass to Ellendale on an open net opportunity. The overcommit.
Here's the thing about what you just said, though, Kendo. That decision to come back down off the wall is an admission that they've messed up the play and that they have to take another line at it. If you're already carrying the ball up there, you need to be ready to play that, because to do anything else is to invite another team to come in and take and either take the ball away or at least pressure you into doing something that's less than ideal.
Zeus gonna try to get this by both Hawks players. Manages to get a nice center for Caps fan. Hell is going to be able to push it to the side. Played into the corner. Now out of the corner. Ellendale, this is a 2v1. He's going to pass it up off the backboard. Zeus, though, able to get a nice touch on it, which will keep it away for now. Doesn't get any credit for a save, but it was a great play nonetheless. And he'll get credit once again for a clear, not a save there, as he interrupts the oncoming Hell.
The first clear off the backboard by Zeus, fantastic. The next play by Caps fan gave up possession at midfield, got the Hawks another couple of chances that Zeus had to parry away. This is the midfield play that we're talking about for the Sharks that's letting them down. Once they get that ball out of their corner, they don't have any follow-up.
Hell playing this ball in the Sharks' corner. Nice bump on Zeus. Zeus able to get a major dunk, which will keep them out of a dangerous situation because Caps fan was up. Now here's an open net as Caps fan touched the ball. More down and out, and that one is going to hurt if you're a Sharks fan.
was actually Cavs that got the initial dunk to set up that transitional play. Zeus just putting that one hard off the bar, didn't get the little bit of a jump to get above the midline of the ball that would have been necessary to keep it from skying up towards that bar. A big miss for the Sharks here with a tied game late. They might lament that one later.
So here's 1:10 left on the clock. Sharks trying their best to get this ball out of their own zone and to get an extremely productive touch on the offensive end. They missed out on that last one. Here's a touch towards the net. Zeus is there to save. Zeus trying to clear out of the box. A nice touch by Ellendale up off the backboard. Not able to get around it as hell, and that one will go up, off into the corner, cleared all the way back. Dangerous spot for Zeus. He's going to touch this out across. Hell, nice lofter. Caps fan unable to get there. Hawks will score and go up 1 goal.
Zeus, unfortunately, didn't have enough time to get boost. You see Caps fan tracking that ball across with him. Needed to pull the brakes earlier, stay in net, stay pointed forward, because then he doesn't have to cover so much more ground as Hell puts it back across the face of goal.
30 seconds left on the clock. Crunch time for the Sharks. As this is going to be centered. This is going to be a shot on net, and Hell taking advantage of misplays in the midfield.
Zeus from that challenge. Caps fan turning on that short rotation. Has to go back to be able to go after that ball. That short rotation never going to react in time to come after that ball. They end up getting a 2-goal deficit out of that one. The Sharks looking like they're going to go down in the series here.
Here's a nice shot by Hell as Great God Zeus able to take it across. Ellendale, nice center. Cleared away by Caps fan. Caps fan is up. 6 seconds left. They need to get a goal right here, and it's not going to happen. The Hawks are going to win game number 4, although the ball's still up. Rule number 1, full effect right here. This is in the goal crease, and the Hawks see the ball drop 3-1. In game number 4, Hawks are going to win the series, and they look very good in the wild card situation, Jay.
Get better efficiency, too, out of the Hawks offense. This time putting a lot more of those 8 shots either in the net or in a spot that the Sharks had to save. I feel like the Sharks season might be over at this point. The wild card race just slipping a little bit out of reach. The Hawks now 3 wins put them at 29 wins. They're in control of that second wild card spot and a chance to shore it up even further if they get this 4th and final win in the set.
Absolutely. The Sharks definitely can play spoiler. But, you know, you got 2 veterans there in Great God Zeus and Caps fan that are very, very solid as far as sportsmanship, maintaining a good attitude. Guarantee they're going to play this match out and give it their all. So now 5 minutes on the clock. We have game number 5 in this set of 5. Sharks might have lost the series, but every single goal, every single game counts. This might be the momentum that they need. Just winning 1 game to push them as they enter into the divisional play in week 12, but not going to happen like that.
And both Sharks ending up along the goal line there. Zeus without boost. Caps fan committing in very hard on a challenge that never really manifested there, and Hell just driving it right upfield with nothing but an open ocean to drive through.
Off the kickoff, this will be centered for Zeus. Gets a nice 50-50 win. Caps fan coming around. He's going to try to center it, but Hell able to interfere with that ball extremely well. 50-50. Ellendale will win that. Dunks Great God Zeus. I'm not sure what he was trying to do right there, whether he was trying to loft it up over everybody. But opportunity now for the Sharks as they try to counterattack. Zeus going to play this back into the Hawks zone. A 1v2, not much doing right there, but Caps fan is there to clear it back in. I've noticed on the defensive rotation, though, case in point right there, the second man, they go hard back, and Ellendale's going to take advantage of that and the mispositioning. He scores.
Jesus going straight to net. You see him pull the brakes there, leaving up that backboard. Never going to get up in time to defend that ball, and Ellendale just has nothing but space in the air to fall down onto that one.
So here's off the kickoff. Hell is up. He's going to grab a little bit of 50-50 action with Great God Zeus in the mid. Ball lofted up by Caps fan. Hell is able to clear it away to the corner. Following the ball now all the way into the Shark zone. This will be centered. Great God Zeus will take control on the nose. Zeus looking to drop this down for Caps fan. They both overcommit once again. The Hawks with a counterattack opportunity if they can speedily put this back towards the net. Instead, they'll ship the ball back, and Caps fan will take control. Demo will see an opportunity here for Caps fan. He's going to push this towards the net, but a little too hard as he'll miss out on the opportunity. It's centered, though. Touch out by Ellendale. Great God Zeus will get it to the side. Has a nice center for Caps fan, but again, the ball pushed a little bit too wide. Reached the halfway point, Jay, and I mean it's tough sailing for the Sharks right now. Granted, they don't exactly sail, do they?
No, they swim. Or they kind of wiggle through the water. I'm not really sure. I'm not a biologist, and I've been advised by casting mentors to not do many things on the air, including math, physics, and biology.
Well, to continue my terrible metaphor, it really looks like the Sharks are trying to use a boat right now.
Yeah, I could see that. Just not quite figuring out how to operate the rowboats with their fins. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Hawks, in the meantime, look like they have a good amount of the bat shark repellent from the Adam West era.
May he rest in peace.
Absolutely. Here's a double commit by Zeus and Caps fan as this will get pushed to the side. Hell is there. Is going to put this shot on net. Zeus making a very good save here, and I know Great God Zeus, definitely a man about getting those saves. Yeah, he's been a record holder for saves before. I mean, you can't fault his defensive prowess by any stretch of the imagination. He's definitely been there to bail out his teammate on numerous occasions and bail out the entirety of his team, himself included, on numerous occasions.
Yeah, but the thing about that is you have to wonder what's going wrong to have to bail yourself and your teammates out on multiple occasions, and that's really kind of the summary of how the Sharks series has been going. They're not keeping control of the ball. They're inviting the Hawks to take shots and continue this pressure on, and it's a big reason why the Sharks are down 2, almost 3 there as Zeus picks up the savior.
Ball will drop down, 40 seconds left. Zeus has a 1v1, is able to get it by Hell, and he cuts into the lead here. Now, the Sharks have done some pretty crazy things before. Do you think that with 38 seconds left and a 1-goal deficit that they can make a comeback here? Or, I mean, the mentality would definitely be, ouch.
I think they have the individual ability, but the sum of their game right now leads me to believe it's not going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, chat, if you believe, make sure you put in your praise RNGs right now, because the Sharks are going to need it. 15 seconds left on the clock. Ellendale is going to power through everyone here. This is centered for Heck. Drop down. It's in the box. Caps fan going to try to clear this out. 2-1. A nice shot by Zeus. Is he able to get there in time? No. Hawks are going to win game number 5. 4 games in the series they will take. And, wow, great dominant performance by the Hawks, who are going to put themselves in very good position, especially with the last series we saw with the Puffins taking 5 off the Jets. The Hawks now really in control of their own destiny in the wildcard race and vault themselves back up into maybe Sky Division contention. Because, I mean, they all have to play each other over the next 3 weeks.
Definitely for second place in the Sky Division contention as they move up to 30 and 24 on the season. No, 30 and 25, excuse me. Math fails me for a split second there. So they will sit in control of the second wildcard spot. Both wildcards currently held by Sky Division teams, as the Spartans and Lightning both at 28 and 27 at the top of the Storm Division, looking like they're out of reach now for the Sharks, who fall to 21 and 34. It's going to be an interesting 3 weeks, Kendo, as the Champion League comes to a close and towards their inaugural playoff season. It's been a fun season so far, and with this last round of divisional play coming up, there's a ton of storylines. You look at the Volcanic Division, 8 games separating top to bottom in there. Still, anyone's guess who's going to come out of that one. A couple of great divisional races, the Storm Division coming to mind there as well. So lots of gripping action coming up over the final 3 weeks of the regular season.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite things, of course, about the MLD, especially as you're ramping up in the last 2 to 3 weeks. You have all these different divisional races and all these different wild card races. It makes for great gameplay. And of course, when you have great gameplay, you always have to make clips. Because, I mean, Rocket Dailies is a thing. Every now and then you do see an MLD clip on Rocket Dailies. You get to vote yay on it, you know. Vote yay, Rocket Dailies. No. Anyway. But the other thing, of course, you can do with clips is we have the Balls going on a MLD Play of the Week. What is it? Well, if you see a play that you like, you have the opportunity to clip that play. And when you clip that play, you can tweet that play out, hashtag it MLDPOTW, which enters it into competition for the Balls Play of the Week. The winner each week does get a case of nice, refreshing balls delivered straight to their door. But it doesn't happen unless you clip it, you post it, and you hashtag it. Now, Jay...
Yeah. We know how hard that hashtag is to spell too, Kendo. How many times did Ninja get it wrong all season long?
Not as many as I did, because I've failed it a couple times myself, at the very least. But it is MLDPOTW. Well, Jay, I think I'm about ready to cool down. The fans in the computer are a little bit hot right now. I don't know. I might need a new product. You got any products for me?
Yeah, check our friends at Arctic Cooling out at arctic.ac if you need yourself a PC cooling upgrade. Kendo, your lead-ins are awful. They're so baity. They're so baity, but I love them. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it here for Week 11 from ML Doubles. Stay tuned. We've got another exciting week coming up starting on Thursday night. Thursday and Friday, the Champions League will be taking focus as they get back to divisional play. A lot of big matchups already scheduled. Stay tuned by about Wednesday or Thursday to find out exactly which ones we're going to be after. And Saturday and Sunday, the Platinum League playoffs come into full focus as all 8 remaining teams will be playing to find out who the final 4 will be for the Season 6 championship. For Kendall, Slice, and Curtis, I've been Inanimate Jay. You can follow us all on Twitter. Use the exclamation casters command in the chat to get all of our Twitter accounts. Make sure you stay tuned to ML Doubles on Twitter at ML Doubles for all of the news and goings on from around the league. For everybody else, bid you good night. Please stick around for the host.
Breathe me into the light. Slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. A taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. It's you and me. I'll follow you to the end.